Can you believe it has been 3 years since Apple introduced the Dynamic Island? While the feature was a big step forward when it debuted, it has remained unchanged since the iPhone 14 Pro. But that is about to change with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple is planning a major front design upgrade, and for the first time in years, the iPhone's display will look different. According to well-known leaker Digital Chat Station, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will introduce an advanced meta lens technology. This will allow Apple to shrink the dynamic island, making it smaller and more compact than ever before. Since 2022, the front of the iPhone has stayed the same, but the introduction of Meta Lens could be a game changer. So what exactly is Meta Lens? Unlike the traditional curved lenses used in current iPhones, Meta Lens is an ultra-thin optical lens that uses nanostructures to control light. Because it is flat and lightweight, it takes up less space, allowing Apple to reduce the size of the dynamic island. The company plans to integrate key Face ID components into this Meta Lens system, making the entire structure thinner and more efficient. This change is not just for the iPhone. Digital Chat Station also suggests that Meta Lens technology will be applied to upcoming iPad Pro models, including a potential foldable version. This means we could soon see thinner, more compact designs across Apple's entire lineup. However, Apple's ultimate goal is even bigger. The company wants to place the entire Face ID system behind the screen, eliminating the need for a visible dynamic island. While this technology is still several years away, the iPhone 17 Pro Max marks the beginning of that transition. Aside from the redesigned front, Apple is also considering other major design changes for the iPhone 17 Pro. Recent leaks suggest that the phone may feature slimmer bezels, making the display even more immersive. Additionally, Apple is rumored to be experimenting with sloping edges, aluminum side rails, and back design that combines aluminum and glass. These changes are part of Apple's strategy to make the iPhone feel fresh and exciting again. The iPhone 16, despite being one of the best smartphones available, did not bring significant innovations. Apple seems determined to change that with the iPhone 17 lineup. But the upgrades do not stop at the design. The iPhone 17 Pro is also expected to feature a 48-megapixel periscope camera, offering improved zoom capabilities. On the front, Apple may introduce a 48-megapixel camera, which could significantly enhance selfie quality and video calls. In addition to the Pro models, Apple is planning to shake up its entire iPhone lineup. Rumors suggest that the company will introduce a new model called the iPhone 17 Air. This device is expected to replace the Plus model and compete directly with Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S25 Edge. Under the hood, the iPhone 17 series will be powered by Apple's new A19 chips built on an upgraded 3nm process. This could lead to better performance and improved battery efficiency. Another major change is that the iPhone 17 Air might feature Apple's first in-house modem, reducing its reliance on third-party suppliers. With all these upgrades, Apple is aiming to make the iPhone 17 lineup the most exciting release in years. The company knows that customers expect innovation, and they seem ready to deliver. What do you think about these changes? Will the iPhone 17 Pro Max live up to the hype? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news. Have you ever wondered if faster processors in smartphones are really all they're cracked up to be? Sure, they sound great, but what happens when that speed starts making your phone uncomfortably hot to touch? In 2025, smartphones like the Samsung Galaxy S25 are pushing performance to new heights, boasting speeds that are a solid 40% faster than their predecessors. But here's the catch. They're also heating up quite a bit. And while the iPhone 16 doesn't run quite as hot as the previous iPhone 15, it's still got its fair share of overheating complaints. Apple's already thinking ahead, with rumors swirling about a potential new cooling solution for the iPhone 17. High-performance chips are no strangers to consuming a lot of power, which naturally leads to heat generation. But when a phone is so fast that it becomes too hot to handle, it makes you question if we truly reached the peak of smartphone performance. After all, what good is all that speed if you can't even use the device comfortably? Take the iPhone 15 Pro, for example. When overheating problems started to surface, there was talk that Apple might intentionally dial back the phone's performance to solve the issue. Although that didn't quite happen, many iPhone 15 and 16 users still find their devices getting uncomfortably warm. And then there's Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. While it promises blazing speeds, it also has its own overheating issues. Performance often gets throttled, meaning the phone slows down to keep temperatures under control. The bottom line? If your phone is too hot to hold, or if the performance slows down to prevent overheating, then those blazing fast speeds aren't really delivering the experience you expected. What's more, overheating phones can actually damage internal components and reduce battery lifespan. So while companies rush to boost performance, users are left with phones that overheat, drain battery life faster, and may even be at risk of long-term damage. The solution: innovation in cooling. The Galaxy S25 has improved its cooling system, boasting a 40% larger vapor chamber and tailored thermal interface material (TIM). But from the number of complaints online, it's clear that even this improvement isn't enough to keep the phone cool under heavy use. The pace of innovation in cooling technology has been slow, and with AI and other power-hungry technologies making things worse, smartphone makers need to move away from relying on passive cooling systems. The rise in overheating complaints suggests that these current cooling solutions are quickly becoming outdated. So what's the next step for smartphones? Are they really all about performance now? For most people, smartphones have become rather predictable, fast, sleek, and with impressive cameras. But beyond that, what's really new? AI and foldable phones are trying to push boundaries, but they haven't quite found a solid reason for most people to care. Despite cheaper foldables hitting the market, they still haven't taken off in a big way. Smartphone companies are leaning on performance metrics to market their devices, but how many of us actually need faster speeds for everyday tasks? Smartphones are productivity powerhouses, and they're definitely not gaming rigs. For most users, the speed boost doesn't add enough value to justify the heat, battery drain, and performance throttling that comes with it. Have you ever held off on buying a foldable phone because of that visible crease running down the middle? Samsung might finally have a solution. According to a new leak, the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 could introduce a crease that is almost completely invisible during normal use. If this turns out to be true, it could be the breakthrough that finally convinces more users to switch to foldable devices. The crease issue has been one of the biggest reasons why some consumers hesitate to buy foldable phones. While those who own these devices argue that you get used to it quickly, many potential buyers find it distracting. Even the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Special Edition, which improved upon previous models, still had a noticeable crease. But Samsung seems to have been working hard to eliminate this concern. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 may finally achieve what fans have been hoping for: a truly seamless display experience. So far, most leaks have focused on the Fold 7, but there's very little information about the Galaxy Z Flip 7. It's unclear whether Samsung has made the same improvements to its smaller foldable phone. If the crease-reducing technology applies to both devices, the Z Flip 7 could also see a major upgrade. However, the crease isn't the only exciting change coming to Samsung's foldable lineup. Another big update is the chipset. Samsung has now stabilized its 3nm manufacturing process, which means the new Galaxy Z series could feature the Exynos 2500 processor. This is a major development because Exynos chips have struggled to compete with Qualcomm's Snapdragon processors in the past. If Samsung has truly improved its chip design, this could mark the beginning of Exynos making a strong comeback. But that's not all. Samsung has already made promising progress with its 2nm technology. Early test runs have shown good results, and there is speculation that the Exynos 2600 could be ready in time to power the Galaxy S26 lineup next year. If these advancements go as planned, Samsung could finally close the performance gap between Exynos and Snapdragon chips. This is especially important because the recent Galaxy S25 launch left many users underwhelmed. While the phones offered solid performance, it didn't introduce many major changes over their predecessors. Many users were hoping for significant upgrades, but instead, the S25 lineup felt like a minor refresh. As a result, some fans are looking for something more exciting, and that's where the Galaxy Z Fold 7 could come in. If Samsung has truly solved the crease issue, it could be a game changer. Foldable phones already offer a larger display in a compact form, making them ideal for multitasking and media consumption. But the visible crease has always been a drawback. If the Fold 7 provides a nearly seamless experience, users who were disappointed by the Galaxy S25 might find it worth considering. Beyond the design improvements, Samsung also needs a boost in foldable phone sales. The Z series has always been a niche product, but with competition increasing, Samsung has to make foldables more appealing to mainstream users. A nearly invisible crease along with a powerful new chipset could be the key to making that happen. So would a truly seamless foldable display convince you to try the Galaxy Z Fold 7? Or do you think there are still other challenges that need to be addressed? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news.